snakes, searching, lurking. Before you cross the line, better ask, is it worth it? Got some shooters out in Brooklyn, shake you up like Kyrie Irving. They gon' pull it from the line every time, they ain't nervous. And one thing is for certain.
Adin Ross is one of the biggest live streamers of the past 2 years, who recently got a massive payout that is potentially worth tens of millions of dollars.
I heard it was
to abandon
75.
Twitch and move to a new live streaming platform called Kick. Ever since this move, he has been on a tirade of shock value content, saying and doing whatever he wants to go viral, and it's working. Kick has an extremely lenient terms of service, so he now has the comfortability to speak his mind freely without potentially losing his money. And these days, he is not holding back. Now, it's not like Adin had a squeaky clean reputation. When I documented his come up 2 years ago, I covered all of his major controversies as well as the genuine hard work it took to reach the top of the live streaming industry. At that point, he was definitely an edgy kid, but it seemed like his heart was in the right place. These days, his intentions are unclear. So let's take a look at what happened to Adin Ross.
How did he
from
go
streaming
from
with
like
every
that
major
to
rapper in the
what he does
industry,
now?
losing his girlfriend, making extremely down bad content,
OF too.
meeting Andrew Tate, and changing his entire online persona forever. Picking up where we left off around May of 2021, Adin was
I
on top
forgot
of
he
the
met
world.
Lil Yachty.
He was
That's
one of
crazy.
the top 5 most subscribed and most viewed streamers on Twitch, averaging around 100,000 viewers per stream. He just reached 1 million subscribers on his Adin Live YouTube channel, which he treats like his main channel. And he did a collaboration stream with just about every mainstream rapper in the industry. It was very clear he was here to stay, and some people didn't like that. Those people were known as the Poggers community, or as Adin called them, the L Nerds. This community is basically composed of all the top streamers on Twitch who helped build the platform's foundation years before Twitch was as popular as it is today. Poggers is an emote that people spam in the chat when something good or funny happens. Adin's community is known as the W and L community. That community is composed of Adin's friends and the new wave of Twitch streamers. And instead of spamming Poggers, the commenters will spam W or L. A couple of top streamers in the Poggers community threw some shade at Adin and his viewers.
His viewers are like the kids in high school.
I did not know about
cool.
this. This is crazy.
You know, like, oh, like I like rap. I like,
some
you know,
beef.
Like this sort of stuff. Like kind of like hype beast-ish.
Yeah, they're all very
you know,
hype beast-ish.
Like they think like if Supreme was cool, they think it would be cool, sort of thing.
I go in there and
I'm not defending anybody here, but aren't they doing the same shit though?
I think
I'm literally just spamming letters.
You're like, yeah, I'm included. www.
Don't they do the same thing though?
Adin responded.
his viewers are like.
I wouldn't even respond. I would have just been like, bro, you do the same thing.
Don't disrespect my viewers like that. You guys literally have fucking Hall of Fame nerds, Hall of Fame threats in your chat that spam Poggers, Omegalo the entire stream, bro.
I did not know what
You guys are
Poggers means.
unfunny
So
streamers. You
it's
guys
good
are
to
not
know.
funny, bro. You guys are not funny at all. Fat, pimple-faced, four-eyed people with social problems.
It's good thing I'm
Watch
not
you guys,
four-eyed.
I don't call you guys fans. What kind of conversations do you guys think that they have? You guys think they just look at each other and say Poggers, Omegalo, shoving Omegalo
Poggers.
in my eyes? Like, they're weird, bro. They're weird.
Poggers.
Followed by a tweet that Adin sent to Ludwig. You really are sad for coming at me and my community. L Nerd, go play your violin. Band Geek. From there, Adin's audience went and attacked Ludwig, sending death threats to him and his girlfriend, Cutie
Motherfucker's wearing a
Cinderella.
Pornhub
This
shirt.
beef
I
was
wanna get
really
that for some
silly
reason.
and definitely overblown.
I mean,
it
what?
was solved very quickly when Adin and Ludwig both apologized to each other, but it set the standard of how powerful Adin's audience is, that he could militarize and accelerate his audience to defend him
Hey,
in
yo.
any beef. But one day, they would eventually turn on him. In
Yeah,
the
that was like
meantime,
prime
Adin was
Adin
making
days.
an insane amount of money,
Yeah, freaking
specifically from
Speed,
gambling. His
all
top
these
sponsor
rappers
was a
coming
company
on.
called Roobet, an online crypto casino that was paying him at least $1 million per month, according to a private conversation that Adin leaked himself.
What?
So the sponsor, they pay me
That's
to
Grizzly.
play on their website, right? And then they pay me an amount to gamble with. However, if I lose the amount, I have to withdraw my own money.
So Adin was able to secure tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit daily without risking his own money. An average streaming day for Adin was online gambling, talking to his chat, reacting to videos, hanging out with famous rappers, influencers, or streamers, and of course, being sus.
I'm rapping in the streets.
Yo.
Whoa.
in the streets.
Whoa.
Better beat his meat.
No.
Wait,
no,
my bad.
no.
My bad.
Now, despite all
That
the
went
success that Adin was bringing to
way
Twitch, they always
farther
found a
than
way
what it
to
should
let
have
him
been.
know they won't let him have too much power. During an IRL stream, Adin was
Twitch
driving
do be
his
like that.
Lamborghini and reading his Twitch chat at the same time. Twitch gave him a temporary ban for using his phone while driving.
Just because you can really lose the shit like quick, bro. And people, I don't know, bro. I just feel horrible. I just
You
fucked
live
up,
in
bro.
LA,
I fucked
right?
up.
Where he was
I got
driving
banned
in
on
LA.
Twitch, guys. I didn't get
Yeah,
anything
but
back
LA
yet.
traffic's
I think it's a
low-key
permanent
fucking
ban.
crazy.
I'm gonna
I
appeal
live
it.
in New York,
I was
so
100% in the
New
wrong
York
though.
traffic fucking tough.
I was at a red stoplight and I was reading Twitch chat off my phone.
Adin realized that his career, his relevance, his freedom was always going to be at the mercy of Twitch and following
Your
their
channel
rules,
is currently
something that he
unavailable.
would ultimately grow tired of.
Damn.
As you can imagine,
I would
streaming for
never wanna
5 to
see
8
that.
hours per day can be extremely repetitive, and having over 100,000 live viewers expecting you to bring something fresh and exciting every day is a lot of pressure. An easy way to take up some time
do what
is
you
with
gave
drama.
me and
He
my
started a
boys.
fake beef with Rice Gum to prank their viewers.
Open up. Nah, you want to talk all that shit on fucking Twitch shit? Open up.
Fake beef or not, this shit is entertaining. Just a week after this, Adin played another prank on his viewers. He did an IRL stream where he met up with his fans, and the cops were called due to how much chaos there was on Melrose in Los Angeles.
That's a cop?
Adin and his team set up a fake arrest to fool his viewers.
Those are
but the
not
next day, he
cops.
let everybody
Where are their
know that it was just
badges?
a prank. His fans
Yeah, I'm
were
about to
not
say, how do
happy.
you
He's
get
just
fooled by
starting to
that
fake
though?
everything
They
now.
don't even
When
have
the
the
initial reason why
badges.
people were drawn to him was because he was genuine. Adin's focus has shifted from being a Twitch streamer to being this viral internet sensation. The whole point of Twitch is that it's raw and organic, but he's bringing this weird YouTube element to it. If this is really the direction he wants to go for money and attention, so be it, but he has to learn to embrace the hate that comes with it. His viewers were possibly
this is a long-ass
overreacting.
video.
A few
We gon-
fake pranks
I'ma be
and
here
they're
for a
ready to
minute.
just write him off. I mentioned this to show how fickle an audience can be with live streaming. Because they spend hours of their time watching you, they develop an understanding of who they think
used to
you
have
are.
that
You do
mouse.
one thing they don't like, they immediately criticize and say you are changing for the worse. Balancing this and Twitch's strict rules was eventually going
It's
to
insane
give,
what
but Adin went
the
back
mo-
to a very classic
didn't know
style
what
of
the fuck that
content for
said.
him, e-dates. In these streams, Adin would typically invite a girl. Sometimes it would be a famous Instagram model, a prawn star, or just a generally
Prawns.
attractive girl. And he
Prawn.
would have his streamer friends get a minute or two to talk to the girl and try and win her over. The girl would ask questions, they would ask her questions,
e-dates
and she
were
would
fire,
slowly
bro. Look,
eliminate the
you got
contestants.
Kai,
Basically,
Parit,
the Twitch
Shibu,
version of a
and
classic dating
Speed.
show. Still to this day, this is Aiden's most popular type of content. This
Nah.
content eventually upgraded to IRL dates, where he would put a streamer friend of his on a blind date with a girl in
I'm not gonna lie,
person.
that
This
Naruto
dynamic
hoodie's
was a lot more
tough.
realistic because
That Speed was
90% of
wearing.
the things contestants said on e-dates, they wouldn't actually say to the girl's face. But eventually, this would all reach a tipping point that made
Is he
Aiden
crying?
want to give up.
It's not really the numbers anymore.
Yeah, you got a
but
filter
the problem
on.
is that people make me feel bad
Or
about
his
dropping
eye-
numbers.
he
I
got,
think
like,
that's
bug
a
eyes,
very big
bro.
problem I have.
The
It gets to me a
hell?
lot just because I'm not getting 100K.
Or is he
like I used
high?
to.
He might be
I
high.
went down from 150 to like 30, 40, like 30, 40-ish now. So
Oh, what the
it
fuck?
gets to me.
Around October of 2021,
Looks like a
Aiden was
vampire.
losing viewership from 100,000
Talk
average
about
viewers to
bloodlust.
around
God
30
damn.
to 40,000 average viewers. It's totally normal to lose a lot of viewership, and 30 to 40K average would make him still an insanely successful streamer. But
dude,
his
I'd be
audience
more than
was
happy
still
with
quick
that.
to remind him that he fell off. To make things worse, the ethical and legal implications surrounding his Roobet sponsor was being broken down very extensively by CoffeeZilla in a series called Roobet's House of Cards. This was executed so well that it caused a lot of streamers to abandon their partnerships with the company. Social media users became more aware of the shady online crypto casinos and their tactics to get people addicted to gambling. The ethics of streamers using their influence to show their potentially underage viewers how much fun and excitement comes with gambling were challenged. Since
Twitch
these
banned
streamers do not
gambling,
have to
right?
gamble with their own
think
money,
they
which
did.
is the entire risk of gambling, if they lose, they don't actually lose. So they're never able to show the actual downsides and what potential catastrophes can happen when you gamble
Bro,
all
I
of
saw
your money
fucking-
away. Aiden announced the world that he
I
was
saw fucking Neymar lost like $1 million from gambling online. I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, for Neymar, you know, it's not, it's kind of nothing, you know, because he could easily make that shit back. But, like, you know, if I lost $1 million on that shit, bro, I'd be fucking just crying, bawling. I wouldn't want to leave my house for a fucking year.
was depressed
Be
and needed
depressed.
to move out of LA. He was exhausted. This was the first time we had ever really seen Adin stop moving at 100
some
miles per hour.
big-ass
At some point,
trees.
it is impossible to maintain that level of hype. To be that entertaining for hours on
Yo,
end,
he
day
was so
in and
goofy
day
with
out,
those
it's just
glasses.
unsustainable. He moved out of the clout house in LA and took his career back to New York. He took a very short 10-day break from streaming before he realized that he cannot give up. He came back with a bang. His first stream back was
It's
a
Lil
live
Uzi
stream
Vert.
with Lil Uzi Vert, who was easily the most famous rapper he had ever streamed with. With
Yeah.
a fresh mindset and another huge milestone, he was ready to grind again.
I was in
he
that
also
stream
got a
too. That
brand
shit
new
was
crypto
crazy.
casino sponsorship with Stake, so
I was about to
gambling
say,
was
yeah,
a regular
Stake.
program for him again. Also, the E-dates were back, even though one of them was about to take an unexpected turn for the worse. Adin invited iShowSpeed to do an E-date with Ash Cash, who was the celebrity guest for the evening, but Speed took things too far. Basically, Speed threatened to R-word Ash
it was
Cash,
not-
and I
it
would
was not
play the
that
clip
deep.
so you can see the
Speed was joking
context,
around.
but Speed likes to illegally copyright strike any video that has him featured in it. This got Speed permanently banned on Twitch, while he was just a guest on Adin's stream.
I know,
This
I don't even think he
controversy
streams
was
on Twitch.
huge, but it was pretty clear that Adin was not at fault here. Even though a lot of people put the blame on him, Speed's actions
Yeah,
didn't
Adin
fully
couldn't really
represent
do
how the
anything. You
E-dates
can't, like-
normally work. All this did was bring more attention to Adin's streams and made the E-dates even more popular. Most streamers benefit from controversy. People get really angry, flood them with
fuck
casual
is
viewers,
this guy?
and then forget about it a week later. It's the sweet spot of being controversial, but
That dude
not
was
pissing off the
balling,
masses,
god
and more
damn.
importantly Twitch, where Adin was constantly balancing, and he's damn good at it. He knows exactly where to be edgy, where he can make it seem like he has no filter to excite his audience,
I just turned this motherfucker gay. He likes sucking.
Nah, bro, you're not even 2 bars in.
Bro,
he knows when
he's
to act
not.
dumb
He's not
so
2
his
bars
audience can
in.
bully him.
a long
Georgia.
time. And that
Wait, Georgia's near Ukraine?
I gotta be fucking tripping.
Or
Is this maybe years ago? How is Atlanta all the way over here?
And he is an absolute
Alright, I don't know about
mastermind
that,
when
but
it
why
comes
is there
to
Georgia so
virality.
close to
However,
Ukraine?
one of his beefs,
I did
he
not know
almost
that.
took it too far. That was with
That
the
Tory
rapper
Lanez freestyle was
NBA
fire.
Youngboy, which started when a Youngboy fan page liked a photo that Adin's girlfriend Pammy posted. Adin didn't believe it was real. He spent
Don't be
2
getting
minutes
on
in
Youngboy,
straight
man.
silence
Fan
staring
base
at
for
this,
Youngboy's crazy.
wondering why NBA Youngboy could be potentially romanticizing his girlfriend. His audience convinced him that it was real, even though it wasn't.
Look at his
So
hair.
Adin conducted a master plan that involved setting up one of his friends
Pretty.
with NBA Youngboy's ex, Jania. While Jania was on an Instagram live, Adin requested to
Interesting.
join and asked if his friend Paryeet could spit some game to her. A bunch of people screen recorded the videos and posted them online saying that Adin was flirting with Youngboy's ex. So Youngboy decided to make a lethal threat to Adin in a song the same day. Adin responded to the diss track with a fake apology and a meme, before quickly realizing the next day what type of beef he was truly getting into.
Yeah, I'm about to
Adin
say, you
is
shouldn't fuck with
obviously not
Youngboy.
from
That
the
dude won't
streets,
give a
doesn't live
fuck.
a dangerous life, and
Yeah,
probably
he
knew
from the
deep
streets.
down
He'd
that
fuck your
no
ass
real
up.
gangster is going to hurt him. But still, he knew
I
he
like how
couldn't poke the
Patrick
bear
just said
too
gangster
much,
like
because
that.
with Youngboy's reputation, it wasn't worth it for Adin to take any chances, and eventually he apologized and stopped trolling the rapper. It was either this beef that went too far, or just him feeling generally exhausted again. But around the end of 2021 and beginning of 2022, Adin slowed down a bit. Every month in 2022, his views just kept dropping. Even though he was streaming pretty consistently, sticking to his gambling, reactions, and E-dates, he wasn't doing any viral stunts nor getting into
think his E-dates were
unnecessary
that good that year,
controversy,
like,
just satisfying his
22.
fans
They were
and
like-
chilling like every other streamer. Despite his more relaxed approach to Twitch, in April of 2022, he found himself in another big controversy. Adin was becoming a victim of DDoS attacks. These attacks can occur when a hacker gets his IP address, either by knowing where he lives in real
Thank you
life,
for explaining
or
that. I did not know
potentially if
that.
Adin leaked that information. Then the hackers have the ability to overload his internet so much that his stream lags and makes him unable to stream. Adin was trying
That's
to
fucked.
fulfill his online
Bro,
gambling
but he has money,
requirements
though,
one
just-
day when a hacker kept taking down his stream. Out of frustration, he called one of his friends, Your Rage,
Your
who was another
Rage,
very
yes.
popular Twitch streamer. Adin didn't realize Rage was live when he said this.
He did you again? He got you again?
I censored the word, but he said the homophobic F slur. Adin was not making
I
fun
was
of a
gonna
gay
say,
person.
I thought
he
that
was
he was
angry
saying
at
that.
someone who was hacking him, but the context did not matter, and Adin was about to get banned.
Yeah, I was
At
about to
first,
say,
Your Rage tried to
his
say
ass
that
will
it
get
was
banned.
his friend from high school that said the slur and not Adin. And still to this day, they never fully admit that it was Adin. This is all alleged. After all we really have is just that audio, but there isn't a real reason to believe it wasn't Adin. And after the clip was blown up on Twitter by Jake Lucky, Adin received his longest ban of all time. Over 40 days, Adin was banned from Twitch. Funny enough, this actually wasn't huge news. Adin had been banned many times before, and nobody knew how long this would be. And most people just took his side because they didn't think he had any true bad intentions. Usually, Adin comments on his bans, but this time, he just kind of disappeared for 6 weeks. When he returned to streaming after his long
Damn,
ban
6
in
weeks,
June,
fuck.
he had about 70,000 average viewers. The long Twitch ban did not hurt his numbers at all. In fact, it probably helped him. Giving the fans a break allowed them to be hungry for more content. As if things couldn't get any
That was
better,
when him
he
and
got
Pammy
blessed
broke
with
up,
a
right?
whole new content lane that he could capitalize on: Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was the most searched
Oh,
for
this is
man
when it
in the
started. I
world in
was about
July
to
of
say.
2022. Basically, overnight, this man was everywhere. Clips of him that were causing controversy were at the top of everyone's
That shit was crazy, dude. I was seeing him fucking everywhere. Like, I was like, how the fuck did this guy even, like, get that big, like, that quick?
algorithm on every social media platform. Despite Tate being everywhere, there was still a large mystery to him. Was he just a character? Was
That is
this
a
just a
very,
meme? Is he
very
actually
nice
filthy
water.
rich? Is he a criminal? With massive streamers like Hasanabi and XQC denouncing Tate's ideals, Adin was the largest streamer willing to talk to him. Andrew Tate and Adin's collab stream would become Adin's most popular stream in his whole career. Well, at least in
Really?
terms of YouTube views. Every single person on the internet was talking about Tate. Most people were bashing his worldviews, but Adin's community loved him, and Adin took a liking to Tate as well. In the beginning,
I'm not
Tate
gonna
was
lie,
mostly
it is
farming
pretty funny
Adin's
how Andrew
viewers to
fucking
promote
just
his
shits on
Hustlers
Adin. He's just
University
like,
course,
"What are you
and
doing,
Adin was
Adin?
just
You're
picking his
wasting your
brain for the
fucking
content.
life."
But Andrew quickly realized that Adin was reluctant to say how he truly felt on certain subjects, citing that Adin was afraid the Matrix would cancel him, which to some degree is true. All content creators need to abide by censorship standards, which can be dangerous to break. Even I get tired of censoring myself. They streamed together often after the first couple were a success, and Tate became somewhat of a mentor to Adin.
Bro, you got like the best fucking mentality, like brain, like ethic I've ever seen in my fucking life.
God
What the
damn, look at that hair on this
Everything you're
chest.
saying is just.
You get
like,
some
that
hench
you said,
clippers for that
it's
shit.
literally facts. I agree with like 100% of everything.
However, it wasn't long before Andrew Tate was banned from almost every social media platform, which
Oh,
was
I
when
remember that
Adin
day. I remember that day too.
most.
As of right now, guys, I am no longer in a relationship. I'm single.
Adin and his longtime girlfriend Pammy broke up. This affected him tremendously, and he didn't talk about the details too much publicly, but just said they decided to go their separate ways. Immediately after, he started doing e-dates where he was the one
wonder what
that a bunch
happened
of women
to
were
him.
trying to get a date with. Every day, he had OnlyFans models and women fawning over him to boost his ego. His fans loved it, and they saw a new spark in Adin. Single Adin's content is 10 times better, not even just for the content with girls, but he just seems more energetic and fun in general. Pammy was really holding Adin back. It's crazy how great his content is again. However, Lil Uzi Vert disagreed. He thought Adin should get his girl back.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I broke up with that girl.
I know, bro.
On top of that, Twitch also banned gambling from their platform, which most
Yep.
people saw as a net positive for the app. But streamers like Adin, who were raking in millions of dollars per month from the site, were furious. The only type of content Adin had was related to his relationship status. He would swipe through girls on Tinder, bring OnlyFans girls on stream, and kiss them on the mouth,
Those
which
are
some
some
people saw as his
crazy
most
fucking
down bad
streams.
moment, but his audience thought he was super lit. Once he asked one of the girls to be his girlfriend, his chat started to change their opinion. Never thought I would see Adin in such a low spot, especially in streaming. Bring back the old times, dear friend. Andrew needs to save his son. Just like with all of Adin's
Yeah, I got
content,
some
it's hard to
big-ass
tell what is
legs.
real and what is just a viral stunt. This very well could have been knowing his own community would make fun of him. It was likely all for entertainment, because he just hopped from one girl to another.
I was just curious, Nadia. You know what I'm saying? I'm in LA right now. Do you want to go on a date with me?
A what?
A date with me. Full-on date.
A date. A date with Ada Ross.
Because they're saying.
You know what?
No. It's just.
I'm not coming back.
Stop, Rina. Come on.
I'm not coming back.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Fuck. I knew he was gonna.
However, something that was very real was
Yeah, I'm
his
not gonna lie, I
ex-girlfriend
probably would
starting
do
an
that, honestly,
OnlyFans,
me too.
which obviously bothered him. It kind of seemed like they were both battling to make each other jealous. Aiden's fans were saying that she hit rock bottom, but they were just trying to protect Aiden's feelings, because I'm sure he wasn't excited about her.
All of Adin Ross' exes, 3 have made an OnlyFans right after their breakup, including his sister. God damn, bro. I wouldn't even know what to do about that.
Her new career.
That's a low.
And just when Adin needed him the most, the top G returned after a long hiatus and immediately questions Aiden's new lifestyle.
Adin, what are you doing with your life?
Come on.
I remember
bro,
this
already
stream
at the
too.
jump.
I watched
You
this
don't wanna
shit.
catch up? Hey, how's it going? Were you new
What's the point in catching up? What's the point in catching up with you when I basically know the answer? You're sitting in Miami doing hedonistic bull,
No.
sitting around doing drugs,
He's in
drinking,
LA.
doing
No.
absolutely nothing important, hanging around with a bunch of losers. That's what you're doing.
Viewers shifted their alliance to Tate, and they realized he was right about Aiden's lifestyle. But Adin didn't listen. He kept living his dopamine-boosting, pleasure-filled lifestyle. Eventually, he would fly to Dubai to meet Andrew Tate in person, which seemed to be the catalyst to some real
that was a
change. Aiden did his
crazy
classic
interaction right
performative
there, that
suspect
stream.
humor.
Oh, hell no. Nope. Nasty
But
fuck.
Tate convinced Aiden to get into shape and try
Nasty
to make better
ass,
life
bro.
choices. He came back to the USA on a mission, now turning his body transformation into content. They made a deal that if Tate could do 150 push-ups in 5 minutes, Aiden had to shave his head bald. Then after Andrew did it with ease, Aiden asked for redemption. If he did 30 push-ups in a row, he could keep his hair. These were the push-ups.
What the fuck? Why is he thrusting though? This bro is thrusting. Yeah, look at Andrew's like, what the fuck?
Even though it took him 3 weeks, he eventually shaved his head bald. Just a couple days before he did it, Andrew Tate got arrested in Romania after being investigated for potential human trafficking
some
crimes.
crazy
Aiden
days
stood
these
his ground
days.
and said that he supports Andrew Tate and does not believe he is guilty, whereas
All
the entirety
because
of the
of a
internet
pizza box.
celebrated Andrew Tate's imprisonment. But just 1 week into his bald new year, he randomly got a 7-day ban on Twitch. Again, not really clear as to why. If you haven't noticed by now, Twitch often doesn't state why people get banned. They just remind those creators, don't get too comfortable.
I just got banned on Twitch. I'm not as mad and devastated as I would be, a year or two ago, because I think I'm at a point in my mind where I realize I trust God and everything happens for a reason.
It seems like Aiden getting banned throughout his career has been good for him.
Some
It
corny
allows him
ass
to at
words,
least
but
slow down and
respectable.
rethink everything he does. Usually after his bans, he returns as the best version of himself, and his fans love it. And this time, that couldn't be more true. In January of 2023, he returned to Twitch, taking his fitness journey as serious as possible. telling his
Hold on. I know his ass ain't going to a fucking gym rocking Black Cat 4s. What the fuck?
followers that he was not having sex, doing drugs, or drinking alcohol. He was
Well,
going
good
to
for
fully
him.
focus
I
on
want
bettering
that
his
fucking
health this
bear
year.
so- I want
However,
that
some
Kanye
people
bear
thought
so
this lifestyle
bad.
change
I don't
was
know
a
why.
warning sign.
It's from
Hasanabi,
Graduation.
another massive Twitch streamer,
That
mostly
album's
known for his
fucking
political
amazing.
commentary, predicted that Aiden was going to turn into another Sneeko.
If he keeps going down this pipeline,
Ooh.
he's going to turn into like another Sneeko. He's just going to be banned from everything. He just needs to save himself. It's good that he's working out. It's good that he's like bettering himself. These are
guy
concepts
has
that I'm on
nice
board
hair.
with. This
Give it
like
to
no
this guy.
fap, weird right-wing shit.
I don't
is
watch
not
this guy, but he
good.
got nice
Hassan
hair.
clearly believes that working out and pushing a positive and healthy lifestyle is good, but he predicted that Aiden would take it too far, that this red pill nonsense typically leads young men to spiral into far right-wing belief systems that he thinks
I
are
got
generally
no
bad.
neck.
This was definitely an aggressive take, and was probably based on the fact that Andrew Tate was Aiden's mentor. In fact, Tate
a
announced that
crazy
Aiden will
picture.
be one of his 5 allowed visitors to prison. However, Aiden disappeared.
I basically got a call. I'm not gonna say specifically who it was, but you know who you are, and you basically said,
Ooh.
hey man, if you keep doing controversial stuff and you keep saying certain things and you keep basically promoting.
I'm not like doing
certain
anything
things
weird.
on
I'm
the
trying to
stream,
like crack
we're
my
gonna
knee
have to
right
take you
now.
down indefinitely.
Aiden believes that his new lifestyle choices
God
were the reason
damn,
that
what the
Twitch was
fuck are
trying to
those
silence
pepperoni
him. It seemed like
nipples?
Twitch was okay with promoting gambling, alcohol consumption, prawn addiction, and a degenerative lifestyle. But when he tried to better himself and convince his audience to improve their mental
I
and
don't know if
physical
he's got
health,
hair
that he was
on his
being
nipples
threatened.
or
This
his
was the
nipples just
last
like
time
that.
Aiden was going to let Twitch hold their power over his head. So he announced to the world that he would start streaming on Kick.
So guys, I'm not permanently full-time going there. I want to feel it out, and I want to make sure my community f***s with it too. So I'll still stream on Twitch if that's what you guys want. But what I will say is this. I'm going to Kick this week.
Kick is a live streaming platform that looks and operates almost exactly like Twitch. Although it's not very clear who owns Kick, there's a lot of evidence that supports that Edward Craven, one of the founders of Stake.com, is a part owner of the site. Another part owner is Trainwrecks TV, who was the largest gambling streamer on Twitch. Kick's main differentiating factors is that they pay their streamers 95% of their subscriber money, and Kick takes 5%. They also have extremely lenient terms of service, so when Adin said he could do whatever he wanted, he wasn't lying. He went to Kick, streamed the Super Bowl, which is dangerously illegal, and even pulled up the front page of Pornhub while streaming to tens of thousands of people, mostly underage kids. As if it couldn't get any worse, the chat is totally unfiltered, so the comment section is flooded with just about every racial slur you could ever imagine. The stream was clipped and went extremely viral on Twitter. Everyone agreed that this was a stupid decision, and Adin ultimately apologized for it, citing his own hypocrisy since he no longer watches Prawn and thinks it's very unhealthy. Plus, he's been profiting off Prawn stars and OF models for years now. He went back and forth from streaming on Twitch, then back to Kick for about 10 days in February. It was during this time where he was negotiating an extremely large exclusive deal with Kick, similar to when Ninja signed to the Microsoft-owned Mixer streaming platform for between 20 to 30.
God damn. And that deal, didn't that deal end up fucking them hard? Like, Mixer fucking, like, lost money and shit. Fucking, and then Ninja ended up going back to Twitch anyway.
$1 million in 2019.
Man, Ninja used to be
And they're giving me tens of M's if I go full time. If you guys, you know, if I go full time, and equity.
Trainwrecks.
I'm not gonna lie, if they offer, like, I heard it's 75 million. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm taking that, bro. 75 mil, just to do what you already do. Like, the fuck. I would
Said
take
that
shit in a
Adin's deal
heartbeat.
is complicated and has a bundle of things in his contract that isn't just a streaming deal, but he did confirm that the dollar amount is the largest streaming deal of all time, which would mean that Adin's take-home payout would have to be at a minimum of $30 million. Once he secured this deal, he was permanently banned on Twitch forever. He was given a reason that he did not make public, but he hinted that it could have been related to things he was doing on his Kick live streams. Adin would not be the first example of an unfair ban or an unknown permanent ban, and since this was his 8th time being banned in total, I don't think anyone was really surprised. So now that Adin has secured generational wealth and no longer has to abide by any rules and restrictions, he basically has full freedom to say and do whatever he wants. So he decided to finally state how he feels about trans people. There are only 2 genders was tweeted, which got over 500,000 likes, 50 million impressions, and 3 million engagements.
I'm not coming at the gay community, the LGBT. I'm not coming at them, bro. I'm coming at the cancel culture.
Adin claims that his comment was not transphobic. He was using this as an example of how cancel culture will try to take you down if you say something they disagree with. His comment was not very edgy, but he knew people would freak out, and they did. He then attacked other streamers.
And all you fucking streamers I'm gonna clap back and respond to. Stop this fucking cap, bro. You don't give a fuck. You are signed under Twitch contract.
To which XQC replied the best.
That's like going to a spot, like going to a church full of people that are praying and be like, God isn't real. God, no gods are here.
No, that's crazy.
What are you guys doing?
That's crazy.
Gods aren't there. Lol. And then you say, am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
It doesn't really make sense why Adin is doing political hot takes. He has no intention of doing actual research or trying to attack any complicated problem. His biggest rebuttal is that people on the internet need to go outside because their reality cannot simply be the same reality he is living in. His next hot take was...
To all you guys that get to pick your pronouns, my pronouns is kill/them, okay?
Which was followed by an apology.
And I just wanted from the bottom of my heart, apologize for absolutely fucking nothing. Okay?
He said kill/them. Wow.
I'm Adin Ross, and Adin Ross and what the fuck he says.
Which was followed by this statement a few days later.
I just don't the only thing I know about this community is you guys are homophobic and transphobic. I don't fuck
Is this
with
child
that
cutting a cake?
Y'all don't know what it's like.
Hold on. Who the fuck is this kid's parent? Why would you let this kid hold a knife? What the? I don't give a fuck if she cutting cake, bro. Get that fucking knife away from my kid. Fuck wrong with you?
People, you just don't know what it's like. You're not in their shoes.
So basically, it's tough to know how he really feels about anything. So think to yourself, is Adin's behavior on Kick really all that different from the stuff we showed in the beginning and throughout this video. His whole rise to
Little
fame
TJ.
was because he is an edgy teenager. All of his success came from him being edgy, toxic, or playing dumb. He hasn't changed. He's just 22 now, more popular, and extremely rich.
He's just 22
it's understandable
now.
why people
Is
get
he really
angry
only
at him,
22?
but his
Wow.
behavior shouldn't be unexpected. He is constantly
I'm not gonna lie, he
contradicting
looks
himself,
older.
pretending to be dumber than he is,
Whoa.
walking back on things that he says, telling people to not take him seriously, and that everything he
The
does is
feds.
just jokes. And it's probably all just because he is bored. His streams consist of
damn,
him
the
reacting
hair,
to stuff
bro.
on the
Shave
internet,
that shit,
talking to
man.
girls with their chests exposed,
Sis.
playing video games, and gambling. Even though he will tell you that you need to go outside, get off the internet, OnlyFans girls are poison, and gambling is an addictive habit. He likely gets bored in his mansion, and when he's bored, he'll say something to get a rise out of people, play it off like it's just a joke, apologize.
Wow, I'm
and
looking
then
at the
rinse and
comments
repeat.
up there.
He is
God
never going to
damn.
be canceled, he is never going to be deplatformed, and he has made enough money that he doesn't actually have to work another day in his life. He is going to do whatever he wants, and it's up for you to decide if you want to give him any more of your attention.
That is a very good point. I like how he ended that off. Great fucking video, man. I don't watch anyone else like that. I don't know what the fuck Kick is, but, you know, it's crazy shit, man. I like, but great video.
Listen.